classic matchup at this point. Kate and RP, been seeing a lot of that recently. This is from the 2015 Regional Championship, as you can see from the map. First of all, the camera angle is a little bit odd on this game. We had a 3-camera setup, and yeah, so this is the camera that I have access to right now, and so we'll see the runner's point of view here, and we'll do our best to point out the corp cards. Apologies for the camera movement here as I adjusted the camera angle. And this is from May 30th. This was a Chrome City tournament. This is regionals, 89 people from Game Castle Santa Clara. That is right near San Jose, California. The players here, we have John Delizandre on the left, and in the far away right corner of the ring, we have Wes Odom. He is playing Replicating, and we have Kate on the left. So I have 2 commentators with me today. I have Calvin and Adam. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing well. Thanks, Brad.
Yeah, doing great.
And RP was definitely a strong theme at this tournament. We were, you know, every third person you saw was playing RP, so definitely something that your deck had to be good against. And we have Wes here taking his mulligan. John kept his cards, and if you look at John's hand, I think you could see why. He has Sure Gamble, he has RDI, he has a Lucky Find, and Dirty Laundry, and a Levy, just because you always have to have one card that's not good at the start of the game.
It's a good handshake that they had before. These guys know each other. We were all at Worlds together. We had a great time. I think they're probably really excited to be playing one another in the cut here, especially after a long day.
I'll tell you what, Wes was just excited at this point in general. If I don't know if the audio is going to be something that's in the game you could hear too much, but you'll hear Wes talking a lot. He was very talkative in this cut. It was something people definitely noticed. And so we got a draw here from John. Looks like he's considering that Sure Gamble. I can't think why not.
Just teasing us.
All right, Sure Gamble. I really like this. Being able to see the runner's hand here. This is very cool. From the normal angle we cast at, it's often hard to see certain cards. So now we know nothing about the corp and everything about the runner. And RDI down. So he is saving the Dirty Laundry, which is, I think, interesting to point out. He could have just went into Archives and made a little bit of money.
He probably wants to get one of those prepaids down first or something.
Yeah, you know, I think he was drawing for prepaid in those first 2 clicks. And now it's going to be harder to trigger that Dirty Laundry. So we have an install ice on Archives and take a couple credits here from Wes. Diesel, and he plays it for another Dirty Laundry. Now he has all 3 Dirty Laundries. Oh no, he just has the 2 Dirty Laundries, a Stim Hack, and a Maker's Eye. If he had a SMC right now, I think we'd see a Stim Hack into R&D.
It'd be a good idea. I see lots of cards early.
Yeah, I think he's wanting a Dirty Laundry on Archives.
He's calling the crick, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter right now.
Yeah, so that was a good call. It was kind of one of those risky runs in some ways, but knowing where the state of this is where John is really good about kind of reading the state of the meta and deck building and play. It's one of the things that makes him as good of a player as he is. And I think he just kind of, that was kind of a meta call right there. He's like, I know Crick is really popular. I know that RP, just based on how quickly Wes kind of drew that card and installed it, maybe. There's factors like this. He kind of felt Crick, and there's no target for Crick. So there's no reason for Wes to res. Okay, so no advancement on that remote. What does that tell you about that remote?
Caprice and Ash. One
Yeah.
of those two.
Yeah, with absolute certainty, no doubt. So he did sneak out the lady at some point last turn. He's going into HQ. This is a bit risky. Corp is only at 7 credits, yeah, but he does res the Tsurugi.
Ouch.
Is it end the run? That's the question.
No, strip those cards out of his hand.
Yeah, he decides not. I mean, that depends what's in hand, right? If he has a future perfect, then you don't want to let him in.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was an asset. I don't know.
Oh, and he gets the Ash for free. Well, he pays to trash it, but usually you have to get through ice to get something like that. Dropping the Plascrete, probably not going to be important in this matchup. And Ottman goes out too.
Yeah, right where you want to see her.
That's fine. He could get that back with Clone Chip later and Stim hack it out at 4 maybe.
Yeah, I never want to install my Ottman from hand. I want to know what it's breaking when I put it out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, 4 is usually a number you want, but there's cases where you want something else, and it's better to know for sure. So that was install Jackson, use Jackson, take a credit. I think that was a great trade here. You know, for just the cost of a click to run HQ, he forced Wes to res. Why does your name sound like Res, Wes? To res a Sarugi, spending the whole econ, and he got to go trash the Ash. Alright, things are happening. I think he's deciding if he wants to res the Crick. He does res the Crick.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Here
that
comes
Ash.
Ash.
Probably. I mean, he has a couple other cards, but yeah, he takes Ash back.
Bummer. Wait, what's... Oh, sure. Why
So
not?
he's using the Jackson to take 2 cards back. That's an interesting call, because you have to assume John knew that the Crick was there and knew that the Ash was in play. So why did he run there?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he also spent the effort of killing the Ash. Now, he could just go kill the Ash again, but that seems like a cycle that you're not going to win.
Maybe he'll have some comments on that play later.
He's out of Dirty Laundries at this point, though, so he doesn't need to run Archives anymore. Alright, Maker's Eye going in to see some cards.
Nice.
Have a good angle here on this.
You wanted some money for the NEPDs.
Oh man, Wes, you serious? Okay, we can't see those cards. And he looks at 4 cards and trashes Jackson, it looks like. I think John's complaining that, you know, he's like, you have to play agendas, you remember?
Right.
A 4-card Axis on R&D and you don't see anything. It's pretty depressing, but
Legwork? No, you can't get in there.
yeah, no, he just draws a card. He seems to really be wanting to wait for prepaid to play out. Well, he eventually did play the Dirty Laundry, but he has a Lucky Find in hand that he's holding on to. Might see that get played next turn. He's doing a great job of suppressing HB Econ right now. HB? No, Jinteki. That's the corp.
It's the other one with too much money.
Well, there's
The other one West plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wes does usually play ETF. Looks like just taking some money. We need money. Drop in a card. I kind of... I don't know what John... I was going to say, I think John's going to take a credit and then Lucky Find, but no. There's a prepaid and another Lucky Find. Okay, this is why John is a better player than me. Because he makes good decisions. That only costs him 1 credit because of Kate discount. Tap Kate. He can't play Lucky Find yet, but... Right? Or if he takes a credit... No, then he'll be out of clicks, right? Yeah, Diesel, install. Wow. Drop something. What do you drop here? I think you drop Quality Time, probably.
Yeah. Oh, that's tough.
Maybe Maker's Eye. I don't know.
It's a tough spot.
Yeah.
He's put himself into there.
So you spend a click to draw a Quality Time, and then... Oh,
Yeah.
Stim Hack.
That makes sense. Sim hacking into a Caprice Nisei is the most depressing thing.
He may
That's
have
true.
Yeah, same old thing. As well.
Okay, so we see Celebrity Gift here. Show us 2 NAPDs, a Crick, a Sarugi, and a Mental Health Clinic. So what do you think he has Mimic in the deck? I mean, it seems like that's a common trend for Kate.
Yeah, I'd bet on Mimic.
So Mimic is quite costly to get through Sarugi, costing 4, but that's basically the same as an Eli. So he draws a card. I'd be surprised if he doesn't play at least 1 Lucky. Well, play a Lucky Find this turn. Yeah. So draw a card, Lucky Find for profit of 7, and SMC. So he reses mental health, getting a credit. Sin at 12, runner at 9.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see maybe a lucky find into that Maker's Eye soon.
Yeah, that'd be quite good. Okay, so here you kind of have to assume it's an NAPD at this point.
Right.
He could have got a Nisei, but he did have 2 NAPDs.
What do? You don't want it to be a Nisei.
Yeah, I think you have to let it go.
It's a good play by Wes.
Yeah, because it's so costly to go get. It's R&D. He doesn't play Making Eye, Maker's Eye, Making News. Why is there so many cards that sound the same? All right. So he's he could SMC for something. He probably Gordian, Zool, or maybe Yogg is what we'll see.
That's tough.
Or he might just lose a click, and then he can still play the Lucky Find. Yeah,
I'm losing the click.
looks like it.
He's got the money to threaten that remote.
Yeah, he's going into the remote.
Oh boy. Okay, so.
Wow. Yeah, if you didn't SMC before, why do you SMC now?
That's tough.
Yeah.
Wow, half of his turn eaten up by Enigmas.
Wow. That was intense.
But if Wes scores this out, he's getting pretty poor. So
Yeah.
maybe that's what John's thinking.
Let him take the NA. If that's an NAPD, yep.
Yeah.
It'd probably be good to, yeah, so he's getting money. He can get in, he can Maker's Eye now, and then he could still trash the medical breakthrough? Yeah.
Mental health clinic.
Mental medical breakthrough, mental health clinic.
Jinteki's just concerned about your health.
Wait, what's happening here? Why,
I'm not sure.
why did he draw a card?
That's a good question.
Is it something about mental health, like he had to discard last turn? What?
Nah.
Okay, did he just decide that he wanted to draw a card before the run because he wanted to get out of snare range? No, snare. I don't know.
That
Fetal
makes
AI
sense.
or something. Fetal AI maybe. Trashes a Caprice and a Jackson.
Is that
That's
the third
8
Jackson?
cards with no agendas off R&D.
Yeah, those must have been fresh accesses too, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't have a click. I think because he had to draw a card in case if there's fetal, he didn't have a click to go trash mental health clinic, which I'm guessing he would have liked to do. That's the corpse ticket out of this credit hole. So I think there's already been 2 celebrity gifts played, so he's not getting another one of those for a while.
That's just bad luck. I mean, 2 RDI Maker's Eye interface or accesses with no agendas.
Yeah, 8 cards he saw in R&D.
Bananas.
You could win some games in Netrunner on 8 R&D accesses.
Right.
Not to mention that you're playing on hard mode, where more than half of those agendas, there's some other additional cost. And
Right.
I remember the good old days in Netrunner when you saw an agenda, there was you just take it. Draws a Clot. A Clot RP is where Clot does not matter. It is like maybe Noise can mill you a card with it. That's it. All right. So we got the console down, Astrolabe. Wow, he got the third. Oh, maybe he shuffled one back in with Jackson. I missed if that was the case. I don't think he did though.
So we saw the Excalibur there. I think it might be a good target for Atman if it comes up.
Yeah, what is Excalibur 3, right?
Yeah.
3 strength.
Yeah, it's 3.
I thought it was
Oh, is it
2 to
two?
res, 3 strength.
Yeah,
that's
you're
right.
right. You're right.
But yeah, he probably doesn't have another way to break it.
It's tough though, because 3 is an awkward strength for everything else for Outman.
Yeah,
Right.
If you hit a Lotus Field, you're really sad. Although he does have Gordian out now, so that alternate art Gordian, very pretty. Oh man, look how quickly Wes got his credit pulled back. He was at 2 credits before his turn started, right? And then he went up to 3, played the celebrity gift. All right. There's, oh, he's Net Ready Eyes. Net Ready Eyes, that is a new card as of this tournament. It was just like 2 days old or something like that. So Mimic, Data Sucker, SMC. So I'd say it's pretty likely he has Yogg in this deck. And, oh, if he had a Stim Hack now, I think you just, oh, you know what, I mean, R&D you've already seen. I was going to say, you SMC, Stim Hack, Yogg, and then go see cards in R&D. Again, the free Data Sucker with Kate.
I wonder where that toll booth went. I wonder if it's on top of that remote there.
Oh, he showed the toll booth on the Celebrity Gift?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And there's at least one Caprice in the trash. There might be two. Okay, so he was trying to discard a card, but Mental Health is doing some help there, helping him out with his mental health. Apparently, your hand of cards represents your mental capabilities, which makes sense because when you take brain damage, you have less mental capabilities. Install Advance. So shore up R&D a bit and start scoring something. And he can totally res a toll booth and then still score out whatever, presumably the other NAPD.
John's at 2 credits there?
Yeah, John is at 2, but he could play a Lucky Find if he had one. I don't think he does.
Huh. I think you just hang back and maybe stabilize a little bit here. I don't know.
It's rough though. I mean, you're looking at Jinteki being at 4 points and sitting on a credit pool of like almost 10.
And you know that's an Ash.
You know that's an Ash. So all they have to do is put a Caprice down and then a Future Perfect, and that's game. Parasite. Yeah, this makes sense. He's using a lot of fixed breakers. He has the Mimic. He might not have Corroder, but he has Mimic and Yogg probably. And then he has Net Ready to boost those up. He has Parasites and Data Suckers to tear things down. Yeah, that Dirty Laundry would be nice right now, but there's not really a great way. You could try and bounce off the Sarugi. Clone chip down. Oh yeah, you know what he could have done here. I don't know if he has the clicks anymore. He spent 3 clicks, right?
Yeah.
He has same old thing down. He could have same old thing and then ran somewhere.
It seems like he realized that.
Yeah. I heard on the audio that Wes mentioned it.
So the install Net Ready Eyes?
Yep, Net Ready Eyes hits. Clot is totally fine. And Mimic, we'd prefer to have, but we have Clone Chip out, so.
Right.
I find myself identifying more with John here. I just think, because I feel like I'm right next to him. And lately, I've also just been really rooting for the runners anyway. I think because I have such a hard time running in this most recent few months. And so I just naturally kind of want the runner to win games.
Yeah, especially against RP.
Especially against RP. RP is a notoriously difficult matchup. Okay. The runner's really getting set up, though. Just needs money. I mean, money's pretty important, but
yeah, it's interesting because I remember watching him, John, play at Worlds last year, and he was having trouble finding his economy, or at least digging up the prepaids, and that seems to be what's happening right now as well.
So he installs the Parasite, going over memory, getting rid of the SMC, but that's okay. He probably has most of the breakers kind of out of his deck at this point. He's gonna have to wait for that Parasite to do its work. He might be saving that same old thing for the Levy.
Or the Stim Hack.
Or another Maker's Eye.
Yeah. Or, yeah, try Maker's Eye again. Maybe install another RDI and then go Maker's Eye.
It could be anything.
I mean, the good news for him is that Wes isn't finding the Niseis either, so...
Yeah, this is, like, not the scoring pattern you generally want to...
Uh-oh. That's not an APD.
Okay, so that was install, take a credit, advance. Yeah, that looks like a Nisei probably, or possibly the third NAPD. Anise would be a pretty devastating score right now.
I think that was the card he just took off the top of R&D.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so he can... Ugh, this is rough. Okay, he's Dirty Laundry through Crick.
Ooh.
And I believe he's letting it run. I mean, I don't think he has options at this point. So he's just giving West back whatever. I mean, Caprice. He just puts the Caprice in the remote, right?
Caprice is back.
Or you could...
Or Jackson?
He puts Caprice on Archives.
Oh.
Is that... How does that work? Can he...
He can't res it, right?
He can't res it. Because it's too late because he's breaking subs.
Right.
And...
Right.
But I thought in that window the Corp could res cards. Or can the Corp only use paid abilities?
Well, but Caprice has to go...
Before the ice is passed.
But not while it's being passed.
I think there's a timing window that exists that doesn't allow resing.
Okay, that makes sense. So the window that allows you to break ice, it only allows paid abilities and not resin.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
So I think, you know, Wes was trying to do something cool, and like if it worked, it would have been great, but basically the rules of the game don't allow you to do that. And he's able to just tear down this Rugi, opening up HQ.
Yeah, feels like maybe R&D would have been better here. But.
So he's decided this is a legwork, so he looks at two more, and he could decide to try. He's not trashing it. Crick and Toll Booth. There's the Toll Booth. Could have two. That really brought his econ back online, though. He didn't even bother trashing the Caprice there, because now it's just that much more difficult for West to move the Caprice out of that server.
Okay.
How many data cycles does he have?
Just one.
Okay.
He has to go get the Mimic now.
Yeah.
So he's going into the remote. Sarugi's rezzed, and install Mimic will... Has he installed anything this turn? He's already installed something. Oh yeah, not dying is good, right? Well, is he out of cards? And
he's got 2 cards in hand.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so it would be a good idea to get Mimic out right now. Math is happening. Yeah, he's doing the math right now, basically trying to figure out like what he needs to beat the Ash Trace, and also wanting to trash the Ash, and also trying to figure out if it's an NAPD, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, but there's no choice in this initial matter. He needs to get the Mimic out. I don't think he has another option. Alright. So he does have to pay the full price for that, and then he has to spend... He's taking some net... No. He could take some net damage. He really doesn't care about those cards. So he could pay 2 credits to break, and then... Oh my god. Then there's Enigma.
So rough.
Yeah, so he's gonna break end the run and 1 of the net damage, and then probably just take some net damage. Yep. Send at 3 credits, and then he can lower Enigma. Oh, he doesn't need to lower Miguel, so he just spends 1 to break, and send at 2 credits. Yeah, so he's not gonna res. He's gonna res Ash. It's a Trace 4. Kate has 1 link and 2 credits, so...
And can't even trash Ash.
Can't trash Ash, and... Yeah.
So rough.
Yeah, in hindsight, he should have jacked out after the Enigma. Oh, Nisei.
So rough.
Yeah, that was a small misplay. I mean, well, maybe not that small of a misplay because he knew it was Ash down there. So he knew what the result was going to be. I guess what he was hoping is maybe the Corp reses a piece of ice that uses his credit pool and then can't res Ash, and then he somehow magically gets through that ice. Okay, same old thing. Lucky find. Go up to 9.
Yeah, that's why I felt like...
Or is he above 9 right now? I think he's supposed to be at 9.
A run on R&D before instead of HQ might have, you know, incentivized West a little more to res something.
trashes the mental health clinic.
Yeah.
And he got an Nisei. That's a huge score right there.
Right. West played it really well and took advantage of the time, I think.
It was close. I mean, he
Oh.
top decked something. No. Sundew. John just laughs at the absurdity of the situation.
So I wonder if John can even levy at this point. Like if he's got another same old thing in there somewhere, or
He must, right? Like, who just does one same old thing? Who does that?
fair enough.
Okay. Gonna draw some cards. Yeah, there's another same old thing. There's the baby. Screw you, baby. You're too late. Oh, he's got Econ in hand, though. I don't know. Maybe you could still play the... I don't think you could play the baby at this point. It's too late.
Probably too late.
It's past the baby's bedtime.
What?
Pup. So he could get through for 4.
3 if he doesn't care. It's last.
Is
play.
it his last click? Yeah, last click. So he spends 3 and hopefully top decks future perfect or
There's got to be one there somewhere. Come on.
yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, he's doing the right thing. He can't let West get it.
Right.
And next turn he can play the sure gamble. Is that Sundew is pretty. That's pretty messed up, Wes.
Because he'll just start building and protecting R&D at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
he just
toll booth is gonna
takes
go down.
the drip. He's getting 3 free credits per cycle, 2 turns, and then that's funneling R&D tax, which is slowing John down, and then he just eventually gets some R&D draws and scores out agenda. He just needs to draw 1 agenda at this point. Yeah, it's just a waiting game for Wes.
I mean, what do? Maybe I'm fixated on this levy situation. Do you levy now and try to get into more economy?
He
really quickly,
he has a good amount of economy in hand right now. He has a hedge fund and a lucky find, so he can he might even put the prepaid down this turn and then play hedge fund, and then next turn the lucky find's giving him a big burst of econ as well. So he gets the second prepaid from the Astrolabe. And just taking some credits. Okay, so prepaid is down. I think he'll hedge fund now.
Sure game.
Ooh. Yeah, lucky find. Okay.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Waiting on the R&D for fresh cards.
Oh man, daily business shows online now.
Oh no.
Wes is still somewhat low on credits, and John has a lot of money and more money in the pipeline there with hedge fund. Yeah, levy is tough. He might be building towards the levy, but especially with daily business show out now, he really does not have the time.
Right.
He gets into R&D though for 3 credits. He can sustain that for at least a couple turns until Wes ices up more. And that's basically what he needs to do. That Net Ready Eye is not doing a lot of work with 2 Strength Ice. Well, it helps with Crick. Alright, hedge fund down. HQ just okay, there we go. It's like no one cares about HQ anymore. Like whatever. All right, third prepaid down. Got to get the special recurring credit token on there, and we have a hedge fund that pays out quite well.
What's a runner hedge
That's
fund?
yeah, runner hedge fund gives 7 now. It truly was a sure gamble. R&D on click 3. I think you wait till click 4.
Well, he might want to go after the business show.
Oh, that's true. He wants to go get one of the resources. Oh, future perfect.
Here we go. What do you bet? 2.
1. I do 1.
Oh!
Wow. This is why John gets paid the big bucks. And he gets one more. So if it was Nisei or NAPD, he would have just won right there. And then he does go trash business show. That's a good call, yeah.
Holy smokes.
And just like that, you know, we're back into it. He is running low on steam, though.
Well, I mean, considering he was like destitute
Yeah.
2-3 turns ago.
That quality time was major for him. That quality time put him back in this game. Because it gave him the prepaids and those 2 econ cards. Sure Gamble and Lucky Find.
He just needs to keep his money up, I think, and keep checking R&D. Because that Ash is... I mean, if something goes into that server...
Yeah, it's gone at that point. I mean, he might still be able to get in.
He's going to need to levy soon. We've seen, I think, all... So
yeah, no,
the
corp is up on
cards.
credits by 7, I think. So that Ash is keeping him out. And then I mean, that could even be the NAPD, but and he has a Nisei token.
Right.
I think R&D's the win here. You draw for maybe another.
You could same old in Maker's Eye.
Same old Maker's Eye. Yeah, I think that's the play.
That gets the Nisei token used.
Oh, right, sure.
Same old Maker's Eye, then go into the remote? No, then you don't have the credits though.
Huh.
Yeah, if he had about 5 more credits than he has, I think there's possibly a play here with like same old Maker's Eye, use the Nisei token, run remote, trash Ash, run remote for the win. But he just doesn't have enough credits for that.
So, man.
Maybe, that token. I was thinking about the stim hack that's in there, but
Yeah, stim hack. No matter what you do with that same old thing, like that Nisei token's ending the fun. It's not end the run; it's end the fun.
Oh no.
Rick.
Oh,
That costs 1 credit to break, so whatever. We use data sucker. So it's a tax both ways, but John gets a data sucker out of it. So yeah, HQ didn't seem like the best target there.
Yeah, but
That was just his first click, right?
yeah.
So we're definitely going to see an R&D run at some point here.
well, second click. What do you think that inner ice on the remote is? Can you second click go into the remote, and then
Trash?
3 and 4 if he ends the run with Nisei?
I don't think you have enough to get through that Tsurugi. He only has 2 cards in hand, too. If he had 5 cards in hand right now, you have some cards to play with on that net damage. Because he also needs to break both Enigma subs for the first clicks. Same old thing.
Oh no, he's not
Same
happy.
old thing, stim hack, I believe that is. So, he'll get in for free this time, and we'll almost certainly see an end the run. Well, depends what this ice is.
Eli costs him a data sucker.
Yeah, just use the data sucker. Hopefully he sees the data sucker. Oh. And was he out of stim hack credits at that point?
Yeah.
There goes. Okay, so it ends the run.
Yeah. No, and
Brain
that,
damage.
he said he forgot about the Nisei token. Yeah,
Oh
he
my
just
gosh.
didn't see it.
So what?
You
So-
go into R&D.
Yeah.
There's not another play I could see.
And you still have enough for an NAPD, so
Yeah, you even take a net damage if you're worried about it for some reason. Because there is probably another Nisei in the deck, and there's probably another NAPD, and you're looking at 2 fresh cards, so might as well. And I think there's a very good chance there's nothing else in HQ. I think Wes was really just waiting for an agenda draw. Yeah, he's considering the NAPD here. Going into R&D. So you pray to the Netrunner gods right now.
Here we go. Nope.
that's nice.
Oh.
Oh, future
Oh.
perfect. It comes down to this. He says, why does my Netrunner tournament, this is like 12 hours of Netrunner at this point, come down to a Psy game? You know, because this is probably like 11 p.m. at this point. Both these guys have been playing since about 11. Yeah, they're sitting at least 12 hours in Netrunner right here.
What do you bet?
For both
One.
of them, this is the losers bracket. I mean, Wes, it's pure random at this point.
Oh, Wes is actually rolling a die now.
No, it doesn't matter at this point. It's purely random. You know, because I don't think he's bluffing an agenda in that remote. John here trying to randomize as well. Yeah, you just go totally random.
Oh.
All right, so Wes does 0 and John did 2, I believe.
So close.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you draw into the.
Okay,
Yeah,
they're just
right.
resolving some.
Well, the future verdict was still on the table, and that's what he should have drawn.
Right.
But anyways, it doesn't matter.
And true.
Oh god,
That was a tough remote to deal with.
good game.
Yeah, I think John basically did the right thing. He forgot about the Nisei token, but
Yeah, that's
you know,
tough.
you needed to fish out the Nisei token somehow, probably.
Right.
Yeah, if he had just like 5, I don't know what the math would be, but I'm guessing it's something like 5 or 7 credits, or I think he would have had that game. So that is it. That unfortunately knocks John out of the cut, and Wes moves on. I think Wes has another couple games until he meets the winner in the winner's bracket, and then we'll have the final. So more to come. Any final thoughts on that game or RP in general at this point in the meta?
No, it was fun. I mean, usually it's like Adam was saying, like watching RP play is just painful, but it was a good game. Thanks for having me, Brian.
Yeah, definitely. And it was very close in the end, just coming down to a side game, basically, as so many RP games do.